Yeah, good evening, all of you. We are here for the first session of the chapter Polynomial. Before we start, let me introduce myself. My name is Prashik Taide, and I am a B graduate. I have done my engineering. Okay, and I'm for the past 5 to 6 years. This is the sixth year that is going on. I have been into this teaching field with Mindspace. This is my second year that I'll be associated with. And Yeah, I have been to earlier. I was teaching in MNR school. Now I'm engaged with KLE College of Science and Commerce, which is in Kalamboli. I take their degree as well as junior college. And yeah, that's it. That's pretty much enough for my side. And I hope we can just start with it. Or you need to ask any questions, you can just go ahead with it during the lecture. Any questions you have, kindly put up in the chat section, and I'll definitely address your doubts. Okay. So that's it for from my side, and we'll straight away get to the topic. Polynomials is the topic that we are dealing with today. Polynomials, as we have already studied what is polynomial in our lower classes as well. Sir, what about first chapter? Definitely, Shravani. The first chapter will be covered as soon as I complete with this polynomial. So you just don't worry about it. First chapter and second chapter, 2 chapters will be completed from my side. Okay, so this second chapter is what we are doing today. Polynomials. Okay, fine. So polynomials के बारे में बात करेंगे. Polynomials you have already studied in class 11. Okay, you have studied the basic how the polynomial equation or polynomial expression looks like. You know the basic of it. Okay, further what we have studied in ninth class is how to find the value of any polynomial. Okay, we have also seen how to find the zero of a polynomial. We have seen what is degree of a polynomial. All these things we have studied. We have also studied in ninth standard something called as remainder theorem. Okay, remainder theorem was an important topic that we have studied in our ninth standard. This year we'll be studying something more. Okay, again we will be having your in this year we'll definitely be having. Okay, sir, the screen is blur. Okay, I guess others also please respond whether the screen is clear or not. Okay, just tell me whether the screen is clear or not. All of you just put up in the chat section whether it is really visible you to. Yeah. Yeah, it's blur. It's clear. Some are saying clear, some are saying blur. It's clear. Fine. Thank you, Tanvi. Thank you, Tanishka. Okay, fine. Thank you so much. Okay, so if it is blur, I guess it is some internet connection problem at your end, maybe. Just get it done. Fine. तो polynomials के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. तो 9th standard already we have studied polynomial. This year we are going to go ahead with polynomial. इस साल हम लोग क्या क्या पढ़ने वाले हैं? Let me tell you, we will be dealing again with the degrees of a polynomial. We'll be dealing again with the zeros of the polynomial, and after that we are going to talk about what is actually the division algorithm of a polynomial. Division algorithm क्या होता है and how you divide one polynomial with respect to the other polynomial. These are the quite of few things that we are going to study this year. And let's see, I'll just tell you the basics. We'll revise it once again. What we have studied so far in 9th standard, we'll definitely revise it, and then we'll proceed with our syllabus of our 10th standard. Okay, so let's come back to this whiteboard. Okay, and the chapter name is polynomial. Okay, so we'll start with the basic. We'll start with how a polynomial expression looks like. Okay, the basic structure of any polynomial expression is like this. We have a0 x raised to n plus a1 x raised to n minus 1 plus a2 x raised to n minus 2, and this all things goes on like this, and finally we reach to a point where we have just a to the base n. Okay, this expression is called as a polynomial expression. Now few students might be confused about how this equation entire thing comes into picture, and what is this a0, what is this x raised to n, what is this a1. All these things will be cleared. Just give me a second. Okay, any term, okay, any term of an algebraic expression, I hope you guys know this. Any term of an algebraic expression is comprised of two things. Which are the two things that are there in a term? Okay, any term can be classified having two things in it. The first thing that a term consists of is called as coefficient, and the second thing that I'm talking about is called as a variable. Okay, वेरिएबल और कोएफिशिएंट दोनों मिला के एक टर्म बनता है किसी भी एक्सप्रेशन का. लेट्स टेक एन एग्जांपल. इफ आई राइट हियर 5x square plus 2. Okay, if I write 5x square plus 2, you can see there are two terms involved in this expression. The first term is 5x square itself, and the second is 2. Okay, so 5x square and 2, both of these terms are divided into two types. Okay, they are divided, or they are, this entire term is comprised of two things. It has a coefficient, again it has a variable. The coefficient, if I ask you, the coefficient is 5, and if I ask you the variable, so definitely it is variable x having the power 2. Okay, so 5 is your coefficient, x square is the power of your variable. If I have to talk about this 2, this 2 is again divided into two things. I can see there is a coefficient 2, but I can't see their variable. Okay, I can't see any variable there. Okay, so that variable can be written as x raised to 0. Okay, because I hope you guys are very clear with this, ki any number raised to power 0 is always equal to 1, or any term raised to 0, you have any expression with you, if you have a power 0 to it, it is definitely equal to 1. So I don't have anything here, I have just 2, so I can write it as 2 and then x raised to 0. This is what the entire thing is comprised of. Now यहाँ पर भी कुछ वैसे ही हो रहा है, आप देख सकते हो. What is this? सर यहाँ पे जो है ना, यहाँ पर भी दो चीज है, ये आपका कोएफिशिएंट बन गया और ये आपका वेरिएबल बन गया. तो दिस इज योर फर्स्ट टर्म, अगेन दिस इज योर कोएफिशिएंट, this is your variable, this is again your coefficient, this is again the variable, and this goes on till you get something called as just a coefficient. Now this simple coefficient is sometimes called as your constant also. ये जो 2 था इसे कभी कभी constant भी कहा जाता है. Okay, so I'll just take it as my constant in this case. ठीक है, so entire polynomial equation I have now split it into different parts. It is comprised of polynomial comprised of different terms added together. You can see there are different terms till the end which are added together, and all these terms have something in common to them. All these terms have coefficients. You can see all these terms are having coefficients. First coefficient is a to the power 0, sorry, a to the base 0. The second is a1, then we have a2, and it goes on till you get an as your coefficient. Okay, now look at the powers of your variable. The powers of variable has something to be noticed. It has x raised to n first, and then you have x raised to n minus 1, and then you have x raised to n minus 2. What is happening to the power of your variable? It is decreasing, sir. First it was n, first it was what? First it was n, then it went to n minus 1. Okay, first it was n, then it went to n minus 1, and now it is n minus 2. Just a minute, there is some error. Fine. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah. So yeah, as you can see the power of your variable is, first it was x raised to n, then it becomes x raised to n minus 1, then it becomes x raised to n minus 2. Okay, okay, kindly mute yourself, all the participants, I request you to mute yourself. Yeah, x raised to n it was, then it becomes x raised to n minus 1, then it becomes x raised to n minus 2. Definitely if I ask you the next term, consecutive term, that should be x raised to n minus 3, it should be. तो क्या हो रहा है, पावर को अगर आप देखोगे तो पावर इज डेफिनेटली इट इज डिक्रीजिंग. as we move ahead with the terms, the power of your polynomial goes on decreasing. Okay, and finally the power just vanishes, because n, then n minus 1, then n minus 2, it goes on till n minus n, और n minus n क्या होगा, 0 होगा. n minus n क्या हो जाएगा, 0. So if I have to give certain examples of your polynomial expression, so कुछ examples दे रहा हूँ, just have a look at this. If I write 5x raised to 3 minus 4x square plus 3x minus 7, just look at this expression. This expression fulfills my my, what you can say, condition for calling it as a polynomial. Why? Because it is comprising of different term, it is comprising of different terms that are added together. There are different terms, as you can see. The first is 5x cube, the next is minus 4x square, next we have 3x, and then we have 7. Also what I said, every term should have a coefficient. This is having a coefficient 5, minus 4, 3 and minus 7 are the coefficients. It should have a single variable. It can be double variable also, it can be of two variables also, but this year this polynomial is completely focused upon just one variable. Okay, only one variable we'll be talking about. So always remember, there is coefficient, there is one single variable, but there are different powers of a single variable. As you can see, you have x raised to 3, then you have x raised to 2, you have x raised to nothing, which means that this is x raised to 1 here. Okay, if there is nothing, you assume that it is x raised to 1, and here the power of x is not present, which means that this is just a constant term. The last term of the polynomial series which is included is just a constant number, it doesn't have x there. Okay, now what if, sir, we don't have a term, or we don't have an equation which represents which satisfies this condition? Okay, like example. Okay, what I'm trying to say is, if I have this, okay, if I am having minus 3x raised to 4 plus 5x and minus 2. if I'm having this, okay, will this be categorized as your polynomial or not? Well, this is also a polynomial because there is no hard and fast rule that all the powers of your polynomial should be present there. As you can see, there is x raised to 4, but we can't see x cube and x square because x raised to 4 ke baad kya aana chahiye, sir? As you said, this should be a decreasing power. We have x raised to n, then we should have raised to n minus 1 and n minus 2. But that is not the hard and fast rule that every polynomial expression should have all the powers. And if there are no powers, I can just rewrite this equation to make you guys understand. I can just reframe this entire equation. Okay, the same expression I'm just writing it as minus 3x raised to 4 plus 0x cube plus 0x square plus 5x and minus 2. Now just tell me, is these two equations, are these two expressions I'm trying to talk about, these two expressions are identical to each other? Just have a look. We have minus 3x raised to 4, then we are having 0x cube, and then we are having 0x square, then we have 5x, and then we have minus 2. Are these two equation exactly the same? Okay, just tell me in the chat section, are you guys just understanding it what I'm trying to say? Just write it in the chat section that you're getting it what I'm trying to say or not. You want me to repeat this whatever is going on? Yeah, everybody. Yeah, very good, beta. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your response. Yeah, all of you, just write down, all of you. Okay, if you have any doubt anytime, just put up in the chat section. I'll definitely address your doubts. Okay, fine, let's continue. So I was saying that a polynomial expression can have all the powers or it might not have all the powers, but still it is to be called as a polynomial. Okay, जैसे हमने देखा x raised to 4 है, उसके बाद 3 power नहीं था, 2 power नहीं था, directly we have x raised to power 1, but still we'll consider this to be our polynomial expression. Okay, now once we are thorough with this, what are polynomials, what are not polynomials, let's go ahead and discuss few of the important terms related to this polynomials. Okay, now the next important thing that we study in a polynomial, this is already done in your 9th standard, but definitely it's my duty to make you guys aware of it. Thoda revision karna padega, which is called as degree of a polynomial. The next thing that we are going to study is called as degree of a polynomial. Now we are going to study something called as degree of a polynomial. Now what do you mean by this degree of a polynomial? Okay, try to observe your polynomial expressions. I'll just write down few of them to make you guys just minus 7x cube plus 2x square and minus 3. Okay, this is first example. Second one, let's write 10x raised to 15 minus 2x raised to 10 plus 5x cube, that's it, and plus x. Suppose this is the next one. Third one is 10x square minus, okay, minus 12x plus 14 minus 15x raised to 6. Okay, fine. Now just observe these three equations. First equation is minus 7x cube plus 2x square minus 3. This is the second one, and this is the third one. Now what I'm trying to tell you is, if you try to observe this one, okay, if you try to observe this equation, what you can see about this, what you can say about this equation, so this is a polynomial expression. This is a polynomial expression definitely, and the thing that I can tell you is the highest power. If I ask you what is the highest power of the variable here, can you just put up in the chat section and tell me what is the highest power here? Yeah, yeah, few of the students are answering. I want the answer from each and everybody. Can you tell me what is the highest power that you can see in this expression? The highest power is 3. Yes, sir, the highest power. Many people are answering, so I'll just note it down. The highest power here, highest power in this case is 3. Okay, what about this one, this expression? Can you see this expression? Put up the highest power. What can you say about the highest power? It is 15. Very good. So here if I have to say what is the highest power, your answer is 15, which is absolutely correct. How about this one, the last one, the last expression? Yeah, it is 16. Very good. So here I can see the highest power in this case is 16. Very good, bacha. It is absolutely correct. Thank you so much. Now, why I'm asking you this, because these three things that you have written here is nothing but the degree of your polynomial. It is called as your degree. Okay, we call it as the degree of your polynomial. So yes, the definition for degree of a polynomial is as simple as that: the highest power of your variable inside a polynomial expression determines the degree of that polynomial. Okay, whether it is 15 or 14 or whatever it is, but always remember the degree, the variable ka powers used in polynomials should always be an positive integer. This is very important thing that I'm going to tell you today is positive integer hota hai hamesha your degree, or you can say the powers. Okay, all the powers. Okay, you might have noted that every expression that we have written, every polynomial expression that we have studied so far always had a positive integer in its power. It's never a non-integer number, it is never a fractional number. आपका power कभी भी एक fractional number नहीं होता है, and always it is positive, it is never negative. आप -17 नहीं लिखते हो कभी भी power में, ठीक है? It is always a positive number plus it is always an integer. तो positive integer ही होना चाहिए हमेशा आपका degree. मतलब degree can be 1, it can be 2, and it can be so on. It can be 0 as well. If I have to write a single digit 15, is 15 a polynomial sir? Definitely 15 is a polynomial. Okay, 15 is a polynomial sir, लेकिन x तो है नहीं बेटा, x है, तू देखेगा तो तेरे को पता चलेगा. Can I write 15 as 15x raised to 0? Yes sir. तो आपके पास एक कोएफिशिएंट भी आ गया, आपके पास एक वेरिएबल भी आ गया, इसका हाईएस्ट पावर बताओ क्या है? Tell me what is the highest power here? The highest power in this case is what? What should be the degree of this? The degree of this is, it should not be, it should not be 1. Why is saying 1? Highest power, can you see the power here? Beta yahan pe dekh lo, what is the power? Power is 0. Definitely the degree should also be 0 in this case. ठीक है, तो 0 भी हो सकता है. 15 is definitely a polynomial having its, what you can say, the variable power as 0. ठीक है, तो एक single constant number मिलेगा आपको, तो उसे भी हम लोग we can categorize it as a polynomial. ठीक है, इसका डिग्री बन जाएगा 0. चलिए, सो आई होप आपको डिग्री वाला कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर हो गया. ठीक है, आफ्टर वी हैव कंप्लीटेड विद डिग्री, विल मूव अहेड विद समथिंग कॉल्ड एज classification of your polynomial. I'll just classify your polynomials based on your degree. The first classification is linear polynomial. The first one is linear. The second classification is quadratic. The third one is cubic, and the fourth classification is biquadratic. Okay, so there are the polynomial I'm talking about. The polynomial is categorized into 4 types based on your degree. These 4 types are in your syllabus, or you can just understand what is this. Linear का नाम पढ़ते ही आपको समझ में आना चाहिए, linear, quadratic, cubic and biquadratic. I'll just help you guys in understanding this. It's very simple. It is based on your polynomial classification की बात कर रहे हैं हम लोग यहाँ पर. We are talking about classification of your polynomial, and definitely this classification is based on what we have studied so far. We have studied degree sir, तो yes ये भी degree पे based है. So if your degree is 1, it is called as a linear polynomial. If your degree is 2, it is called as quadratic polynomial. If your degree is 3, it is called as a cubic polynomial. And if your degree is 4, it is called as a biquadratic polynomial. Are you guys understanding it? जल्दी से chat section में लिख के भेजिए कि आपको ये classification समझा कि नहीं, based on your degree, whether you have understood this or not. Yeah, definitely. All of you just write up in the chat section. I want your participation. Let's make this session in what you can say. Yeah. Yeah, I want your involvement class. Okay, any doubts you have anytime, you just tell me ki sir ye nahi samjha hai, kindly repeat it. I'll definitely repeat it for you. So we have this classification based on your degrees, linear, quadratic, cubic, biquadratic. Identification was already been taught you in the class 9. Identify what kind of polynomial it is. Today or in 10th standard, we are definitely not dealing with it. What we'll be dealing now is called as something called as geometrical, what you can say, geometrical meaning of zeros of a polynomial. So next topic that we are going to study is called as zero of a polynomial. Before we proceed with the zero of the polynomial, the value of polynomial. How do you find the value of any polynomial? That is what I will go to revise you. Value of polynomial, how to find value of any polynomial. For this, let us consider an example and then I'll tell you. If I have p of x equals to, we are running out of time, we are having 3 minutes more, so definitely I'll complete one example, and what next you are going to do is you will now come to the same Zoom address or same meeting ID that I have sent. Okay, join with the same meeting ID and same password will be there. As soon as the meeting ends, you just do the same thing. Okay, so value of the polynomial अगर आपको निकालना है तो let me take an example of 5x minus 3. एक simple सा linear polynomial ले लिया क्योंकि इसका highest power 1 है सर, डिग्री इसका 1 है. And if I ask you, tell me the value of p of 5. if I ask you p of 5, many student will answer me correctly. They'll write up in the chat section what is the value of p of 5. देखते जरा कितने लोगों ने इसका आंसर सही दिया है. जल्दी से I want you guys to write the answer for p of 5 if you know, because this is already done in the 9th standard. Okay, so if you guys are able to find the value of p of 5, please put up in the chat section, please. Yeah, many people are answering it as 22. Okay, I want the answer from everybody. Let's see how many of you can answer it correctly. So yeah, maximum people have answered it as 22. Let's see what is the correct answer. If I have to put p of 5, what it becomes? अगर मैंने p of 5 निकालना है, तो what I do? This is p of x, sir. This is p of x. This is p of 5. The difference is in x. Here it is x, but here it is 5, which means that you have to substitute the value of x as 5. Let's go ahead and put up the value of x as 5 in the polynomial expression. So this is what 25 minus 3 equals to 22. This is how the value of polynomial is calculated. Okay, so 22 जितने लोगों ने आंसर दिया है, बिल्कुल सही आंसर किया आप लोगों ने. It's very good to see that you guys remember what we have done in 9th standard. Very nice. And after this, let's now end this meeting and rejoin the meeting so that we can proceed ahead. Okay, so what I have taught you till now is what is the degree. Then we have seen how to find the value of any polynomial. That is what we have done so far. And now going ahead, I'll talk about some interesting term that will be very helpful for us to go ahead. Value of polynomials will continue with the value of polynomial. I'll take one more example. Okay, suppose if I take this example 3x minus 6. Okay, I'm taking this example and I'll tell you the what is so special about this example and how this will be related to your zeros of your polynomial. That is the new topic. Okay, I'll name it here. We are talking about zeros of a polynomial. Okay, तो zero of a polynomial की बात कर रहे हैं. Zero of a polynomial क्या होता है वो देखते हैं. For that, let's consider an example. P of x equal to 3x minus 2. If I ask you the value of this polynomial at 0, what you'll do is x के जगह पे आप 0 रख दोगे and then minus 6. Okay, and if I ask you about what is the value of this, so this becomes equal to minus 6. Okay, your answer should be minus 6 in this case. If I ask you the same one, tell me the value of this polynomial at 1, so what your answer will be 3, and then x के जगह पे आप 1 रख दोगे, the value becomes equals to minus 3. And finally, if I ask you what is the value of p of 2, it becomes 3 and then 2 here, minus 6. Answer is 6 minus 6 is 0. P of 3, if I ask you, this is 3, 3, just the last one. P of 3, यहाँ पे 3 substitute कर दिया, 9 minus 3 is 6 is 3. Okay, so just observe these values of your polynomials that you got for respective values of your x. Like when your value of x was 0, the value of your polynomial turned out to be minus 6. When you substituted the value of x as 1, your polynomial value become minus 3. When you substituted the value of x as 2, that time your polynomial gave you the answer as 0. And lastly, when you substituted it as 3, the answer of your polynomial was 3 in this case. What I would like you to notice is the value of your polynomial became 0. The value of your polynomial became 0 at which value of x? Okay, just concentrate on this part. The value of your polynomial became 0 when the value of x was 2. So when the value of x was 2, the value of your polynomial, that is p of x, the value of your polynomial was, the value of your polynomial was 0. So this x equals to 2. Okay, sorry for this. Okay. Okay, so this x equals to 2 tells you about the 0 of the polynomial. So x equal to 2 को हम लोग क्या नाम देंगे? This will be called as your 0 of polynomial. ठीक है? So let me revise what is polynomial का 0. Okay, so 0 of a polynomial is nothing but the value of x for which, so 0 of a polynomial is the value of x for which p of x becomes equal to 0. तो वो वैल्यू की बात कर रहे हैं हम लोग. x की वो वैल्यू होनी चाहिए जहां पर आपके पॉलिनोमियल का वैल्यू क्या बन जाता है? 0. तो देखिए यहाँ पर देयर वर डिफरेंट वैल्यूज ऑफ x, लेकिन उस x में से हम लोगों ने 2 को चुना. क्यों? बिकॉज 2 एक ऐसे वैल्यू है जहां पर आपके पॉलिनोमियल क्या बन जाती है? 0 बन जाती है. ठीक है, तो दिस वाज ऑल अबाउट योर 0 ऑफ अ पॉलिनोमियल. ठीक है, जस्ट टेल मी वेदर यू हैव अंडरस्टूड समथिंग और नॉट फ्रॉम दिस. Have you guys understood something what I have trying to say you? जल्दी से बता दीजिए आपको समझा भी है या नहीं. ये पॉलिनोमियल के 0 के बारे में मैंने बात की थी आपसे. ओके, आई होप आप लोगों को समझ गया. वेरी गुड. Many of you have understood this. What is the zero of a polynomial? Fine. Now we'll go ahead and we'll discuss something which is relating your. अभी कुछ चीजें ऐसे पढ़ने वाले हम लोग जो आपके polynomials को कनेक्ट करेगी, zeros of a polynomial को कनेक्ट करेगी डिग्री के साथ. How these two things are related to each other, वो हम लोग देखने वाले हैं. ठीक है, let us start. Okay. Yeah. So for that, give me a second. Okay. Fine. So जीरोस ऑफ अ पॉलिनोमियल और डिग्री ऑफ अ पॉलिनोमियल में क्या रिलेशनशिप है वो मैं आपको बता देता हूँ. देखिए सर, यहाँ पर x की वैल्यू 2 थी तो आपके पॉलिनोमियल क्या बन गई, 0 बन गई. लेकिन क्या हमेशा ये वैलिड है, एक ही वैल्यू होगी? चलिए देख लेते हैं. विल स्टार्ट विथ वन मोर एग्जांपल ऑफ पॉलिनोमियल टू गेट यू गाइज क्लियर विद दिस आइडिया. लेट्स टेक एन एग्जांपल ऑफ 2x square minus 8. Okay, 2x square minus 8. I take this example, 2x square minus 8. Let's see whether this example tells you something. Okay, so this is the example that I'm talking about. अगर मैं इस एग्जाम्पल में आपको डिफरेंट वैल्यूज ऑफ एक्स दे दूं और आपको पूछूं कि इसकी वैल्यू बताइए, तो मैंने अगर जीरो दे दिया आपको, व्हाट यू गेट जीरो हियर एंड देन यू गेट -8 एंड द आंसर इज अल्टीमेटली -8. इफ आई गिव यू 1, योर आंसर शुड बी 2 एंड दिस इज 1 का स्क्वायर एंड दिस इज 0 का स्क्वायर ऑब्वियसली. -8, 1 का स्क्वायर is 1, so this becomes -6. If I ask you about 2, p of 2, this becomes 2 ka square -8. 2 square is 4, 4 2 is 8, 8 minus 8 becomes equal to 0. But if I go ahead and I ask you -2 के लिए भी बताइए, तो -2 का यहाँ पे स्क्वायर आ जाएगा -8. -2 का स्क्वायर सबको पता है क्या होता है. -2 का स्क्वायर क्या होता है बच्चों? It is 4, 4 2 is 8 and 8 minus 8 again is 0. Which means that sir, here we can make a note of this कि when your value of x was 2, then your value of polynomial become equal to 0, and also when your value of x was -2, again your polynomial value become equal to 0, which means that in this case there is not just one 0 but there are two zeros. The zeros in this case, the zeros are 2 and -2, which means that sir, एक चीज हमें यहाँ पर नोट करनी है. कौन सी? यहाँ पर आ जाती है. एक और एग्जांपल लेके बता दूं आपको. चलिए एक और एग्जांपल मैं बताऊंगा तो आगे की चीज आपको खुद ब खुद क्लियर हो जाएगी. इफ आई हैव टू टेक व्हाट आई कैन से, ठीक है, नॉट दैट मच रिक्वायर, इतना भी काफी है हमारे लिए. ओके, if I have to tell you something regarding this, ये देखिए, this was what kind of polynomial? We have seen different kinds of polynomial. We have seen linear polynomial, we have seen quadratic polynomial, we have seen cubic, and we have seen biquadratic also. तो मुझे बस इतना बता दीजिए कि this example is of what kind of polynomial? 3x minus 6. 3x minus 6 is a what kind of polynomial बच्चा? It is a linear polynomial. Very good. Many people are answering it as linear polynomial because its degree is 1. Okay, तो हमने देख लिया सर मतलब जब आपका डिग्री 1 था तो आपको कितने जीरो मिले? नंबर ऑफ जीरोज इज इन दिस केस इज 1. तो डिग्री 1 है तो जीरो भी एक था. अब यहाँ पर आ गए सर, यहाँ पे आप कुछ देख सकते हो. क्या दिख रहा है आपको? देखिए यहाँ पर आपका जो डिग्री था ना सर, वो डिग्री 2 था. तो आपका नंबर ऑफ जीरोस भी कितना है? 2 है. इसका मतलब है सर, अगर मैं डिग्री 3 लूंगा तो क्या नंबर ऑफ जीरोस 3 आएगा? यस बेटा, नंबर ऑफ जीरोस भी आपको 3 आएगा. अगर आपका डिग्री 5 होगा सर, तो क्या नंबर ऑफ जीरोस 5 होगा? डेफिनेटली 5 होगा. Acha. So interesting point that we have made here is the number of degree. Okay, the degree of the polynomial defines how many zeros exist. मतलब ऐसे कितने नंबर होंगे जहां पर आपके polynomial की वैल्यू क्या बन जाएगी? जीरो बन जाएगी. Have you guys understood this? Just tell me so that we can proceed ahead with the geometrical meaning of your polynomial. Just put up in the chat section whether you have understood this or not. All the, how many participants are there? 33, I guess. 31, 30 participants are there. All the 30 participants kindly put up in the chat section, bacha. I'll get to know whether I'm going correct or not. Yeah, okay, fine. So yeah, everybody is answering yes sir, we have understood. So now we'll proceed towards the next topic of your related to your polynomials, and the topic will be geometrical meaning. Okay, so let's start something called as geometrical meaning of polynomial. ठीक है, ये ज्योमेट्रिकल मीनिंग ऑफ पॉलिनोमियल क्या होता है? फॉर दिस थोड़ा सा बैकग्राउंड जो हम लोग ने अभी तक पढ़ा वही काम आएगा कि सर जब डिग्री 1 था, डिग्री जब आपका 1 था तो नंबर ऑफ जीरोस कितने थे आपके, नंबर ऑफ जीरोस 1 थे, 2 के लिए 2 हो गया, 3 के लिए 3 हो गया, ऐसा हमारा लीनियर चीजें चल रही है, ठीक है। तो आगे बढ़ के हम लोग इसका कुछ एक ज्योमेट्रिकल मीनिंग देखने वाले। ये ज्योमेट्रिकल मीनिंग क्या होता है ये आपको मैं बता देता हूँ। देखिए, if I have any curve, if I have any linear curve as the name suggest, linear का मीनिंग क्या होता है, linear का मतलब होता है सर लाइन होता है। linear का मीनिंग क्या होता है, linear का मतलब होता है लाइन। तो लाइन का अगर कोई कर्व है तो वो कुछ इस तरह से दिखेगा, स्ट्रेट लाइन का अगर आप कर्व बनाओगे, if I have this x axis and y axis and if I have to draw any linear curve, तो linear curve बच्चा कुछ इस तरह से दिखेगा, it will be a straight line like this, ठीक है। तो ये एक लीनियर पॉलिनोमियल को डिनोट करता है, ठीक है। अगर मैं क्वाड्रेटिक पॉलिनोमियल बनाना चाहूंगा तो क्वाड्रेटिक पॉलिनोमियल कुछ इस तरह से दिखेगा आपको, ठीक है। क्वाड्रेटिक पॉलिनोमियल भी आपको बना के बता देता हूँ कि क्वाड्रेटिक पॉलिनोमियल हमेशा कुछ इस तरह से दिखता है। क्वाड्रेटिक का जो कर्व होता है वो कुछ इस तरह से दिखता है। ओके सर, ये तो समझ गया। बाई क्वाड्रेटिक कैसा, सॉरी क्यूबिक कैसा होता है बच्चा, क्यूबिक में क्या होता है, क्यूबिक में बच्चा आपका जो कर्व है ना वो 3 जगह से ऐसे ये होगा, ऐसे ऐसे, ठीक है। ये देख लीजिए, ऐसे कुछ इस मतलब रैंडमली, इट कैन बी ऑफ एनी फैशन, इट डिपेंड्स ऑन व्हाट योर पॉलिनोमियल इज, बट डेफिनेटली कुछ इस तरह से ही कर्व बनेगा। अब ये ऐसे कर्व बनाने के पीछे क्या लॉजिक है, व्हाई आर वी डीलिंग विद दिस, व्हाई आर वी कंसर्न विद drawing all those this kind of curves? What this is telling you is, if you observe it closely, if you observe this kind of curves closely, you can make certain remarks regarding this. What are the remarks? I'll tell you. देखिए इसमें क्या पता चलता है आपको, दिस वोंट बी विजिबल टू यू, जस्ट अ मिनट, या व्हाट आई कैन टेल यू इज, इसका डिग्री कितना है बच्चा, इसका डिग्री 1 है, ओके। इसका डिग्री कितना है, ये तो क्वाड्रेटिक बोला था सर आपने, तो इसका डिग्री 2 है। ये बोला था आपने क्यूबिक सर, तो इसका डिग्री 3 है। व्हाट यू कैन ऑब्जर्व हियर इज, if I am having a linear curve, if I'm having a degree 1 wala curve, so it is intersecting the x-axis at how many points? I'm asking you very simple question. If I have a curve which is of linear polynomial, it is intersecting the x-axis at how many points? Just answer me in the chat section. It is intersecting the x-axis at how many points? Yes, it is intersecting the x-axis at 1 point, which means that this is definitely a linear polynomial. तो एक ऑब्जर्वेशन हमारा ये कहता है सर कि जितना इसका डिग्री होगा ना उतनी बार वो एक्स एक्सिस को इंटरसेक्ट करेगा। चलिए देखते हैं, लेट्स नॉट कंक्लूड इट डायरेक्टली, लेट्स टेक फ्यू मोर एग्जांपल्स एंड देन वी विल कंक्लूड कि यस हमारा ऑब्जर्वेशन सही है या गलत है। जैसे ये देखो, ये डिग्री 2 हो गया, दिस इज ऑफ डिग्री 2 वाला कर्व। हाउ मेनी पॉइंट्स यू कैन सी ऑफ इंटरसेक्शन विद द एक्स एक्सिस? वी कैन सी अगेन हाउ मेनी पॉइंट्स, 2 points. Yes, everybody just put up in the chat section, everybody is saying that there are 2 points of intersection sir। ये पहला पॉइंट हो गया और ये हो गया दूसरा पॉइंट, which means that if you are having 2 point of intersection for degree 2, okay। Again, हाउ अबाउट फॉर डिग्री 3? ये देखिए डिग्री 3 के लिए ये फर्स्ट है, ये सेकंड है और ये थर्ड है। देयर आर 3 पॉइंट ऑफ इंटरसेक्शन फॉर डिग्री 3। आई होप इट इज वेरी क्लियर नाउ, एवरीबॉडी इज आंसरिंग इट, वेरी नाइस टू सी। यानी कि सर ज्योमेट्रिकल मीनिंग ने आपको क्या बताया कि जितना उसका जीरो होगा उतने बार वो एक्स एक्सिस को इंटरसेक्ट करेगा। लेकिन सर वाई एक्सिस का क्या? यू डोंट हैव टू थिंक अबाउट द वाई एक्सिस सर। लेकिन ऐसे क्यों, एक्स एक्सिस को दे दिया आपने प्रायोरिटी, वाई एक्सिस के बारे में बात नहीं की। I'll give you the reason why I'm just talking about the x-axis, because you always write it as p of x, you always write it as अच्छा सर, मतलब आप हमेशा p of x लिखते हो इसीलिए x-axis लिखना है। अगर मैंने p of y लिख दिया सर तो हमेशा तो y-axis देखेगा कितने बार वो y-axis को intersect हुआ है। Are you understanding this? Why it is always we are looking for x-axis and not y-axis? Because the expression is always in terms of p of x, it is not in terms of p of y। जितने बार आप x का वैल्यू पुट करोगे उतने बार वो जीरो बनेगा, लेकिन अगर p ऑफ y होता तो जितने बार आप y का वैल्यू चेंज करते उतने बार वो जीरो बनता, तब हम लोग y को देखते, लेकिन यहाँ पर हम लोग को x को देखना पड़ेगा, ठीक है। विल नाउ फोकस ऑन x एक्सिस ओनली, नॉट इन y एक्सिस। चलिए, आई होप आपको ये क्लियर हो गया होगा। शुड वी प्रोसीड विद द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक नाउ? ओके, आगे बढ़ेंगे अभी हम लोग, ठीक है। ये हो गया, अभी आगे की बात करेंगे, ठीक है। दैट्स इट, ओके ओके, या फाइन, थैंक यू गाइस। ओके, सो नाउ लेट अस गो बैक टू योर टेक्स्ट बुक, लेट्स सी टेक्स्ट बुक में क्या क्या इंक्लूडेड है, अब तक हम लोग कहाँ तक पहुंच गए वो देख लेते हैं। देखिए टेक्स्ट बुक में अगर जाओगे तो पॉलिनोमियल का चैप्टर ये स्टार्ट हो गया आपका। यहाँ पर आपको बहुत सारे टाइप्स बताए थे, वी हैव कवर्ड विद द टाइप्स, वी हैव सीन व्हाट आर जीरोस ऑफ अ पॉलिनोमियल, वो भी देख लिया हम लोगों ने, जीरो ऑफ अ पॉलिनोमियल क्या होता है, ओके। उसके बाद क्या क्या देखना है, ज्योमेट्रिकल मीनिंग ऑफ जीरोस, जो अभी हम लोगों ने देखा ज्योमेट्रिकल मीनिंग ऑफ जीरोस अभी आपके सामने मैंने रखा था, ज्योमेट्रिकल मीनिंग ऑफ जीरोस क्या होता है, तो ज्योमेट्रिकल मीनिंग ऑफ जीरोस ये होता है, आपका कर्व कितने बार उसे इंटरसेक्ट हो रहा है एक्स एक्सिस को, उसे कहा जाता है ज्योमेट्रिकल मीनिंग. Let's come to the exercise directly, and there we'll solve some based on geometrical meaning of your zeros. This is your exercise. I hope the screen is visible to all of you. Okay, now I'll ask you certain questions, you have to answer my questions. Okay, so is the screen visible, all of you? Just tell me whether you are able to see this or not. Yeah, good. Everybody is able to see, so that I can just start away with the first question here. I'll read the question for you guys. The graphs of y equals to p of x are given in the figure 2.10 below. For some polynomial p of x, find the number of zeros. I have been given a question here. I have to determine the number of zeros here. Number of zeros पूछा है बस. ठीक है सर, आपने अभी बताया था ज्योमेट्रिकल मीनिंग कि जितने बार वो x एक्सिस को इंटरसेक्ट करेगा उतना उसका जीरोस होगा. ये पहला क्वेश्चन देख लीजिए. आप लोग मुझे आंसर बताओगे कितने जीरोस है इसके, आप ही लोग बताओगे, मैं नहीं हेल्प करने वाला अभी इसमें. ठीक है, यू गाइस हैव टू टेल मी, जस्ट टेल मी. या हेतवी, इट्स ओके. 0, somebody said 1. Okay. Okay. Rani Jain, yeah, it is 0. Okay, by mistake you have typed typo. Fine. Yeah, everybody is replying, which is absolutely correct. It is 0 because sir ये जो कर्व है ना, ये x एक्सिस को इंटरसेक्ट तक नहीं कर रहा है, ये x एक्सिस को कट नहीं कर रहा है, ये y एक्सिस को कट कर रहा है. और आपने बोला है कि ये p ऑफ x है. देखो यहाँ पर लिखा हुआ है, अगर मैं यहाँ पर p ऑफ y लिखता तो प्रॉब्लम बन जाती, लेकिन यहाँ पर सर क्या दिया हुआ है, यहाँ पर p ऑफ x दिया हुआ है. तो जब यहाँ पर p ऑफ x दिया हुआ है तो हम लोग सिर्फ x एक्सिस को देखेंगे, हम लोग y एक्सिस को नहीं देखेंगे. ठीक है, चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. तो ये होने के बाद आगे क्या है देखते हैं. नेक्स्ट कर्व ये देखिए, ये क्या हो गया. Just a minute, I'll just reopen it. Okay, give me a second. Yeah, okay, fine. I've reopened it. Okay, so here we are having the second question. Let me go for the second question. आप सब लोगों के पास ये पीडीएफ, आपके पास टेक्स्ट बुक आपके पास होगी, नहीं है तो फिर डाउनलोड इट फ्रॉम द एनसीईआरटी साइट. ओके, सीबीएसई का जो साइट है उससे आपको मिल जाएगी. दिस इज द सेकंड क्वेश्चन. सेकंड क्वेश्चन आप देख सकते हो. सेकंड वाले का आंसर भी बहुत लोगों ने बताना स्टार्ट भी कर दिया है. वेरी गुड. People are saying it is 1 because it is intersecting the x-axis at only one point. This point it is intersecting, so it will be having just 1 0. Definitely, thank you so much. Everybody is responding. I hope so, but I want the response from all of you. Very few people are responding, I guess. सब लोगों ने आंसर करना है. चलिए, very good, good. Then let's talk about the third one. Third one, जल्दी से quickly answer about third one. Very good, बच्चों. Very good. Parinita Patil, just correct yourself. I'm asking about the third one. Okay, yeah, very good. People are answering it correctly. Let's move ahead with this fourth one. चलिए, fourth question आपके सामने, जल्दी से answer it correctly. Yeah, very good, Parth, very good. All of you, very nice. I can see that you guys have understood at least what is geometrical meaning and how the questions based on geometrical meaning are to be dealt. चलिए, very nice. Let's move ahead with next one. चलिए, fifth one. Let's start with fifth one. फिफ्थ वाला स्टार्ट. अरे वाह, फिफ्थ वाला आंसर भी आना शुरू हो गया. इट इज 1 2 3 4. आप देख सकते हो सर 4 पॉइंट्स पे इंटरसेक्ट हो रहा है, तो इसीलिए उसे हाउ मेनी जीरोस आर देयर. देयर आर 4 zeros for this because it is intersecting at 4 different points. चलिए, everybody has answered it. Very nice to see that everybody is answering. आगे बढ़ते हैं. This one, sixth one. Yeah, आंसर आना स्टार्ट हो गया सर. 1 2 3. You just name it and sir, we have the answer. It is 1 2 and 3 because ये कर्व जो है ना, ये नीचे नहीं गया. ये नीचे नहीं गया मतलब एक ही पॉइंट पे इंटरसेक्ट हुआ है, वो नीचे नहीं गया ना. 1 point. So 1 2 3, 3 points of intersection, and that is what we have got here. Very good, sir. Very good, बच्चों. Thank you so much for your response. Now we'll proceed ahead with something called as relationship between zeros and coefficient of polynomials. ये क्या चीज है, इसके बारे में थोड़ा सा पढ़ लेंगे. Relationship between zeros and coefficients of polynomial. ठीक है. For this, I'll take you back to the whiteboard where I'll tell you what is this relationship and how we should remember this. चलिए. So we are here back. Let's talk about the zeros. If I have a quadratic equation, okay, quadratic polynomial, I'm talking about a quadratic polynomial. How does a quadratic polynomial look like? Okay, any general quadratic polynomial is categorized as ax square plus bx प्लस सी। क्वाड्रेटिक पॉलिनोमियल के लिए बेटा आप लोग क्या लिखते हो इसे, ax square plus bx plus c. The general way of writing the quadratic polynomial is ax square plus bx plus c. Sir, if it is a quadratic polynomial, as you said that the degree governs the number of zeros. So the degree of this polynomial is how much? The degree is 2, which means that, sir, the number of zeros in this case, the number of zeros in this case would be again 2. Okay, and for our convenience, always remember, for our convenience, always for a quadratic polynomial, we will consider the number of zeros as alpha and beta. Okay, hamesha if it is a quadratic polynomial, you are going to consider the zeros as your alpha and beta. Okay, have you guys understood this? Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? A quadratic polynomial जिसका general form हमेशा क्या होता है, ax square plus bx plus c. Since it is a quadratic polynomial, its degree should be 2, and since it is a quadratic polynomial, again the degree is 2, therefore the number of zeros are also 2. And for our convenience, always remember, while dealing with a quadratic polynomial, the zeros are to be taken as alpha and beta. Okay, there are certain what you can say conventions in mathematics. According to those convention, for our convenience, we always take it as alpha and beta. Okay, उसे हमेशा alpha और beta नाम दिया जाता है. If you have a quadratic polynomial, we always take it as alpha and beta. All of you just put up in the group whether you have understood this or not, so that I can proceed ahead. Okay, we'll now talk about the relationship. ठीक है. Okay, let's go ahead with the relationship वाला thing now. ठीक है. What is the relationship between the coefficients and number of zeros? Very good. People are putting up in the chat section. Thank you. Thank you so much. So yes, let us talk about the relationship. Beta, एक relationship है. You have to by heart that relationship. Always it works. Alpha plus beta, the sum of the zeros. Okay, I'll just write it in verbal way and then we'll write it. So sum of zeros, sum of the zeros का formula होता है बेटा minus coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. Okay, what I have written, the sum of the zeros is minus coefficient of x upon x square, and then we have product of zeros is equal to constant upon coefficient of x square. ठीक है. So ये एक relationship होती है between your what you can say, between your zeros and your coefficients. Looking at this equation of your quadratic, you can say there are 3 coefficients involved here. पहला है a, दूसरा है b और तीसरा है c. I hope you are very clear with this. coefficient क्या होता है और variable क्या होता है. x वाला जो भी होगा वो वेरिएबल होगा और जो भी नंबर्स होंगे वो तुम्हारे कोएफिशिएंट्स होंगे. इन दिस केस द नंबर्स आर a, b and c. So a, b, c are your coefficients, and x square and x, and here it is nothing. So these are terms as your different powers of your variable. तो यहाँ पर कोएफिशिएंट है a, b, c, यानी कि a, b, c और अल्फा बीटा में क्या रिलेशनशिप है ये हम लोग पढ़ रहे हैं यहाँ पर. ठीक है, बिकॉज द टॉपिक दैट वी आर डिस्कसिंग इज रिलेशनशिप between zeros and coefficients. Okay, so the topic here would be relationship between zeros and coefficients. ठीक है, तो जो हमारा what you can say, the first relationship that we are talking about, the first relationship is sum of the zeros. Regarding sum of the zeros, तो sum of the zeros के लिए क्या है, sum of the zeros is minus coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. Product of the zeros का relationship क्या है, constant upon coefficient of x square. To make it convenient for us to remember, we'll not just by heart this, but we'll by heart this. We won't be by hearting this what we have written so far, but what we are going to write now. Sum बोला सर ने, sum of the zeros. देखिए sum of the zeros, 2 zeros होते हैं हमारे पास, एक होता है alpha, the other is beta. When I talk about sum of the zeros would be alpha plus beta. So sum of the zeros is minus coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square minus coefficient of x. What is the coefficient of x here? Can you tell me, all of you, can you tell me the coefficient of x square that is involved here? Put up in the chat section. What do you think the coefficient of x is here? The coefficient of x, as we have written in the formula, coefficient of x I am asking, not the coefficient of x square. Tanishka, I'm asking about, and all the other people, Tanmay and Tanvi and Jnaneshwar, you're correct. Okay. Bhakti, you're also, you need to correct yourself. Beta, I'm asking about coefficient of x, not coefficient of x square. There is a difference. Look at this. This a is the coefficient of x square. This b is the coefficient of x, and this is the constant. There are 3 different things that are involved here. Okay? So now I guess you are clear with it. If I ask you about coefficient of x, your answer should be योर आंसर शुड बी बी हियर, ठीक है, आपका आंसर बी होगा। तो जिन्होंने भी बी आंसर किया वो सही है, जिनका आंसर ए था उनके लिए मैंने करेक्शन बता दिया कि वेयर यू वर गोइंग रॉन्ग। डिवाइडेड बाय कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ एक्स स्क्वायर, टेल मी व्हाट इज द कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ एक्स स्क्वायर नाउ, all of you will answer it correctly this time, I guess. Very good, people are saying it is a, and which is absolutely correct. It should be minus b upon a. Very nice, nice to see your responses. अच्छी बात है, चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं। लेट्स प्रोसीड टुवर्ड्स नाउ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ द जीरोस। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योर रिस्पॉन्सेज गाइस। नेक्स्ट वन, प्रोडक्ट ऑफ जीरो। सर प्रोडक्ट मतलब मल्टीप्लीकेशन होता है ना, सम का मतलब एडिशन होता है, प्रोडक्ट का मतलब मल्टीप्लीकेशन होता है। एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट, मल्टीप्लीकेशन होता है यानी कि अल्फा इंटू बीटा मिलेगा सर। हाँ बेटा, अल्फा इंटू बीटा होगा, और उसके लिए सर फॉर्मूला आपने लिखा है कांस्टेंट अपॉन कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ एक्स। बताइए जरा कांस्टेंट क्या होता है? कांस्टेंट, कैन यू सी अ कांस्टेंट हियर? व्हिच इज द कांस्टेंट? एवरीबॉडी इज आंसरिंग इट वेरी नाइसली एंड वेरी करेक्टली एज वेल. So people are saying it is C, and which is true. It should be C. Okay, constant is C and divided by coefficient of x square. Can you tell me what is coefficient of x square? Again the same thing sir, ऊपर तो लिखा हुआ है, देख लीजिए ऊपर लिखा हुआ है, वही यहाँ पर कॉपी करना है. Hence it is alpha plus beta equal to minus b upon a, and alpha into beta is equal to c upon a. I hope you guys are very clear with this. Okay, so minus b upon a and c upon a, these are the two things that are to be remember. ठीक है, sum of the zeros is minus coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square, and product of zeros is constant upon coefficient of x square. Are you guys clear with this? Should we now proceed towards the next one? क्वाड्रेटिक हो गया, अभी क्यूबिक के पास चलेंगे, जल्दी से बताइए कि हम लोग क्यूबिक के पास जाने के लिए रेडी है अभी? ओके, थैंक यू एवरीबॉडी, दोज हु हैव अंडरस्टूड दिस, वेरी गुड. ओके, किसी को डाउट होगा तो वो भी पूछ सकते हो, आई एम हियर फॉर यू. चलिए, people have understood this, so now it's the time to proceed towards the cubic वाला topic. ठीक है, cubic वाला relationship. We'll go directly to the textbook now since you have understood what I'm talking about. So यहाँ से अभी आसान हो जाएगा हमारे लिए to deal with this. ये देखिए, ये relationship हम लोग ने अभी पढ़ लिया. Alpha plus beta is minus b upon a and alpha into beta is c upon a. So this is the relationship that we have studied so far. आगे बढ़ते हैं for cubic one. ठीक है, तो क्वाड्रेटिक, वैसे क्यूबिक के आपके जो एक्सरसाइज है जहां पर क्यूबिक के समय वो ऑप्शनल में है, बट स्टिल आई वांट यू गाइस टू रिमेंबर दिस, ऑलवेज रिमेंबर. ठीक है, यहाँ पर आपको वापस लेके चलता हूँ मैं आपके व्हाइट बोर्ड पे. तो व्हाइट बोर्ड पे आने के बाद एक चीज मुझे बता दीजिए, अगर मुझे क्यूबिक पॉलिनोमियल लिखना है तो वो स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म में कैसे दिखेगा सर? चलिए इसी में आ जाता है. इफ आई हैव टू राइट अ क्यूबिक पॉलिनोमियल, सर अगर आप क्यूबिक पॉलिनोमियल के बारे में बात कर रहे हो तो क्यूबिक पॉलिनोमियल दिखता कैसे? बच्चों, कोई भी अगर एक क्यूबिक पॉलिनोमियल दिया हुआ है ना तो उसका स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म इस तरह से दिखता है, ए एक्स क्यूब प्लस बी एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस सी एक्स प्लस डी. ओके, व्हाट इज द क्यूबिक पॉलिनोमियल इक्वेशन एक्सप्रेशन? इट इज ए एक्स क्यूब प्लस बी एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस सी एक्स प्लस डी. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर ये कॉन्स्टेंट, ये कोएफिशिएंट है, ये भी कोएफिशिएंट है, ये भी कोएफिशिएंट, और ये कांस्टेंट है. ठीक है बेटा, ये तीन बन जाते हैं तुम्हारे क्या? कोएफिशिएंट सर, ये कोएफिशिएंट बन जाएंगे. और डी क्या बन जाएगा तुम्हारा? डी बनेगा कांस्टेंट बेटा. ओके, क्यूबिक पॉलिनोमियल होने के वजह से सर हम बता सकते हैं आपको कि उसका डिग्री क्या होगा? 3 होगा सर. और मैं अगर आपसे पूछूं नंबर ऑफ जीरोस के बारे में तो आप क्या बोलोगे, कितने नंबर ऑफ जीरोस होंगे इसमें? सर नंबर ऑफ जीरोस भी 3 होंगे. तो नाम क्या देंगे उसको सर? अल्फा बीटा तो पहले से दिया हुआ है क्वाड्रेटिक के लिए. हाँ बेटा, यहाँ पर अल्फा बीटा के साथ एक और ऐड हो जाता है जो होता है गामा. ठीक है, तो इसे कहते हैं अल्फा, इसे कहते हैं बीटा, इसे कहते हैं गामा. देयर आर 3 काइंड ऑफ zeros and they are named after this alpha, beta and gamma. Okay, चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. After we have understood this, what is your polynomials for cubic expression, let us understand what are the relationship between them. तो ये तीन relationship है, देखिए यहाँ पर आपके सामने ये है, तीन relationship है. अल्फा प्लस बीटा प्लस गामा इज माइनस बी अपॉन ए, ये पहला रिलेशनशिप है. अल्फा प्लस बीटा प्लस गामा इज माइनस बी अपॉन ए, यानी कि सम ऑफ द जीरोस, जैसे प्रीवियस इसमें क्या था? प्रीवियस में अल्फा प्लस बीटा इज माइनस बी अपॉन ए, यहाँ पर भी वैसे ही है. अल्फा प्लस बीटा प्लस गामा इज इक्वल टू माइनस बी अपॉन ए, एंड अल्फा इंटू बीटा क्या था? सी अपॉन ए. यहाँ पर अल्फा बीटा, बीटा गामा और गामा अल्फा, इसकी वैल्यू होती है सी अपॉन ए. ओके, देयर इज अ डिफरेंस. ओके, तो और लास्ट में जो होता है प्रोडक्ट ऑफ द जीरोस, वो होता है माइनस डी अपॉन ए. ठीक है, so these are the 3 remarks that you should remember. Since the exercise is not based on the cubic, so I'm just not writing, but definitely this should be with you. ठीक है, आपको ये याद रखना होगा. ठीक है, सो आई गेस ये क्यूबिक वाला समझ गया होगा आपका, तो हम लोग आगे बढ़ सकते हैं. जस्ट टेल मी इन द चैट सेक्शन वेदर यू हैव अंडरस्टूड दिस क्यूबिक वाला थिंग और नॉट, और शुड वी जस्ट रिवाइज इट वंस अगेन रिगार्डिंग द क्यूबिक थिंग. जस्ट टेल मी, वी आर जस्ट लेफ्ट टू 10 minutes. ओके, Tell me quickly. Yes sir, people are saying yes sir, we have understood. Sir, can you revise? Definitely beta, I'll revise it for you. I'll revise it. Who was it? Yeah, Pranav, I'll revise it for you. Okay, Pranav, I was saying that if we are dealing with cubic equation, let me take you back to this whiteboard. Okay, so I was talking about a cubic polynomial. Cubic polynomial always looks like ax cube plus bx plus c. Okay, so I was saying that cubic polynomial looks like ax cube. Okay, just a minute, इसको मुझे minimize करना पड़ेगा. Then you can be, yeah. So I was talking about this cubic polynomial which is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, जिसके अंदर a b c हमारे coefficients होते हैं, and this d is your constant. Okay, the terms which are not with x is called as constant, which are with the x variable it is called as coefficient. Again cubic होने के वजह से आपको पता ही होगा cubic में डिग्री क्या होता है, 3 होता है, और उसके number of zeros कितने होंगे, 3. क्यूबिक के लिए बेटा जैसे क्वाड्रेटिक, ये हम लोगों ने प्रीवियसली देखा था, देखिए ये क्वाड्रेटिक में हम लोगों ने जीरोस का नाम दिया था अल्फा बीटा, लेकिन इस बार हम लोग क्यूबिक के लिए नाम देंगे उसे अल्फा बीटा गामा. ठीक है, एंड व्हाट आर द रिलेशनशिप? देखिए रिलेशनशिप कुछ इस तरह से दिया हुआ है, अल्फा प्लस बीटा प्लस गामा, जैसे यहाँ पर था एग्जैक्टली सेम है. यहाँ पर अल्फा बीटा गामा, अल्फा और बीटा क्या था, माइनस बी अपॉन है. यहाँ पर अल्फा बीटा प्लस गामा होगा माइनस बी अपॉन है. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर पीछे क्या दिया था, अल्फा बीटा प्लस बीटा गामा प्लस गामा अल्फा. ठीक है, यहाँ पे क्या दिया था, प्रोडक्ट अल्फा इंटू बीटा, लेकिन यहाँ पे प्रोडक्ट कैसे डिफाइन किया, अल्फा बीटा प्लस बीटा गामा प्लस गामा अल्फा, इसका वैल्यू होगा सी अपॉन ए, एंड फाइनली अल्फा बीटा गामा का वैल्यू होगा डी अपॉन ए. ठीक है, सो दिस वाज योर, yeah, minus d upon a. I'm sorry, this will be minus d upon a. Okay, so these are the three relationship that you should understand while we are proceeding with this thing. ठीक है, now yeah, बाकी किसी को प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं है? ओके फाइन. Okay, so thank you Pranav, it's all right. Let's move ahead. Now let's come back to your textbook. वहां से क्या नया चीज हमें सीखना है वो देख लेते हैं. This is your textbook. Here वेरीफाई करना है, उसके बाद क्वेश्चंस देखते हैं. या वी आर हियर विद द एक्सरसाइज नाउ, एक्सरसाइज 2.2. ओके, एक्सरसाइज 2.2 हियर. So let's see what is included in exercise 2.2. What are the things? पहला क्वेश्चन देख लिया. पहला क्वेश्चन देखिए क्या दिया हुआ है. Find the zeros of the following quadratic polynomials and verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficient. आपको क्या करना है, find the zeros of the following quadratic polynomial. आपके सामने जो quadratic polynomial है ना उसका zeros निकालना है आपको. Okay, you need to find the zeros of this quadratic polynomial. Before we start with this, kindly put up in the chat section whether you guys are aware about splitting the middle term or not. 9th standard में कहीं splitting the middle term पढ़ा है आप लोगों ने? If you have studied, just put up in the chat section whether you guys know what is splitting the middle term or not. Very good. Maximum people are saying yes. Okay, many people are saying yes. Kindly mute yourself. Okay, participants, I request you to kindly mute yourself. Yeah, very good, very good. People have said that yes sir, हमें पता है splitting the middle term क्या होता है. तो if you know splitting the middle term, these questions are going to be very easy for you. चलिए start करते हैं पहला क्वेश्चन के साथ. Find the zeros of the following quadratic polynomial, और verify भी करने बोला. पहला क्वेश्चन लूंगा, स्टेप बाय स्टेप करेंगे. वी आर लेफ्ट विथ 6 minutes मोर, सो आई गेस एक क्वेश्चन तो एटलीस्ट वहां पर होना ही चाहिए हमारा. चलिए क्विकली विल स्टार्ट, एंड आई विल जस्ट पॉज इट ओवर हियर. या ओके, एनीबॉडी who would just like to tell me what is the first question? jaldi se I'll just read out your name, whom I am talking. Bhakti Sawant, can you hear me? Bhakti? Okay, fine. I don't hear it. Fine, कोई बात नहीं. या भक्ति छोड़ दीजिए, मैं ही लिख लेता हूँ. ओके, इट इज x square minus 2x minus 8. x square minus 2x minus 8. This is the question. Thank you. Let's start with this now. If this is the question, आपको अगर मैं बोलूँ कि इसे splitting the middle term से solve करना, what they are asking you to find? First of all, understand the question. They are asking you to find the number of zeros. Sir, number of zeros क्या होता है? Number of zeros वो values होती है बेटा जहां पर आपका polynomial क्या बन जाता है, जहां पर जाके आपका polynomial zero बन जाता है. मतलब सर इसका वैल्यू निकालना है ना, ये polynomial zero कब होता है, कौन से x के वैल्यू पे ये जीरो हो रहा है वो निकालना है. तो जब आपके सामने ये पूछा जाएगा बेटा तो हमेशा याद रखना, देयर आर 3 कैटेगरी ऑफ सम्स. मैं 3 कैटेगरी ऑफ सम्स तीनों के ऊपर आऊंगा, लेकिन पहले हम लोग का फर्स्ट कैटेगरी क्या होता है, सेकंड क्या होता है, थर्ड क्या होता है, उसके बारे में बाद में बताऊंगा. पहले तो मुझे ये बताओ, स्प्लिटिंग द मिडिल टर्म अगर करना होगा तो सबसे पहली चीज जो की जाती है वो इस कांस्टेंट को इसके साथ मल्टीप्लाई करना होता है, एक्स स्क्वायर के कोएफिशिएंट के साथ. यहाँ पे -8 है, यहाँ पर 1 है, कितना हो गया, -8. वी नीड टू फाइंड द टू फैक्टर्स ऑफ -8. 8 के दो फैक्टर्स 4 2s एंड 8 1s. ठीक है। तो 4 और 2 शायद यहाँ पर वर्कआउट करेंगे। यहाँ पर बीच वाले का जो साइन होता है ना बच्चा, वो बड़े टर्म को दिया जाता है, तो यहाँ पे -4 हो गया और इसको प्लस करना पड़ेगा, ठीक है। तो -4 एंड 2, वेरी गुड बच्चा, एवरीबडी इज आंसरिंग इट करेक्टली। तो ये बनेगा x², ये बनेगा -4x, ये बनेगा 2x, ये बनेगा -8 इक्वल्स टू 0। ओके, एवरीबडी हैज अंडरस्टूड दिस। नाउ फ्रॉम दिस थिंग आई कैन टेक समथिंग कॉमन। यहाँ से क्या कॉमन निकलेगा बच्चों? x कॉमन निकल गया, x -4, और यहाँ से कुछ कॉमन निकल गया 2 सर, x -4 अगेन इक्वल टू 0। वेरी गुड, यानी कि x -4 पहला ब्रैकेट और दूसरा ब्रैकेट x + 2 इक्वल टू 0, विच मीन्स दैट x का वैल्यू आइदर इट विल बी 4 या फिर x का वैल्यू -2। यानी कि सर अल्फा का वैल्यू 4, क्योंकि ये क्वाड्रेटिक है ना सर, क्वाड्रेटिक में जीरोस का नाम क्या होता है? अल्फा और बीटा। ओके बच्चा, पहला नाम हो गया अल्फा के लिए 4 दे दिया, बीटा के लिए -2 दे दिया। क्या आप लोगों को ये समझा स्प्लिटिंग द मिडिल टर्म? जल्दी से आप मुझे चैट में बताइए। बहुत ही सिंपल था ये सिर्फ 9th स्टैंडर्ड का रिवीजन है, विच यू ऑलरेडी नो व्हाट इज और हाउ टू फाइंड द जीरोस। इफ यू हैव अंडरस्टूड दिस, काइंडली टेल मी, if not ask me again, I'll definitely explain you how to solve sums which are based on splitting the middle term. Just tell me. Okay, all of you just put up in the chat section, yes sir, we have understood. Yes, explain one more sum. Okay, Dhairya, today we are running out of the time, इसलिए मैं दूसरा सम नहीं ले पाऊंगा. If you want, I'll definitely explain you this one once again. Okay, what we do is, for a quadratic equation, what we do for finding or for finding the zeros और फाइंडिंग द फैक्टर्स ऑफ इट, हम लोग लास्ट टर्म यानी कि जो कांस्टेंट है उसे x² के कोएफिशिएंट के साथ मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं. ये आपका कांस्टेंट हो गया -8, इसे x के कोएफिशिएंट के साथ, x² के कोएफिशिएंट के साथ मल्टीप्लाई करो, तो -8 इंटू 1 क्या हो गया? -8. तो -8 के आप, या वेरिफिकेशन इज रिक्वायर्ड, डेफिनेटली क्वेश्चन में पूछा गया, बट वी आर रनिंग आउट ऑफ द टाइम, इसीलिए नहीं पढ़ा रहा हूँ वो, नेक्स्ट टाइम डेफिनेटली लूंगा मैं, ठीक है. वेरिफिकेशन श्रावणी फॉर यू आई एम टेलिंग. ओके, लेट्स कंटिन्यू. सो दिस इज -8 बच्चा, आप -8 के फैक्टर्स निकालोगे, तो -8 के फैक्टर -4 एंड +2 होता है, 8 वंजा भी होता है, लेकिन हमें यहाँ पर -4 और 2 से काम चलाना होगा. क्यों सर? क्योंकि -4 और +2 को जब तू ऐड करेगा तेरे को क्या मिलेगा? -2, और हमें -2 की रिक्वायरमेंट है, इसीलिए हम लोग इसके साथ आगे बढ़ेंगे. तो इंस्टेड ऑफ -2x, हम -2x को स्प्लिट कर देंगे दो पार्ट्स में. -2x is splitted into two parts and we have written it like this. इन दोनों में से कुछ कॉमन निकाल दिया, इन दोनों में से भी कुछ कॉमन निकाला, and we have taken something common here, and from the first two expressions or first two terms I can take something common. I have taken x common here. From the next two term I have taken something common, I have taken 2 common here. We have now come up with two different kinds of expressions, different expression which is x -4 and x + 2. उसको आप इक्वल करोगे 0 के साथ, अल्फा और बीटा आपको मिल जाएगा. ओके, आई होप आपको क्लियर है. धैर्य, आर यू क्लियर विद दिस? नेक्स्ट टाइम डेफिनेटली आई विल बी टेकिंग वन मोर सम or 1 or 2 sums definitely, and I'll be also verifying it. Verification is required Shravani for you, I'm telling this. Verification पूछा है क्वेश्चन में, I know, लेकिन we are running out of the time, इसीलिए हम लोग वेरिफिकेशन नहीं ले रहे. ओके, सो आज का लेक्चर आपको क्लियर है क्या बच्चों? मुझे बताइए, बिकॉज आई गेस वी आर रनिंग आउट ऑफ द टाइम एंड वी शुड स्टॉप नाउ at this time. Okay, so yeah, just put up in the chat section whether you guys have understood or not. Yes sir, any doubt बच्चा, any doubt in today's lecture, just tell me. Any of the topic where you have found कि सर ये नहीं समझा हमें, तो पूछ लीजिए, I'll definitely explain you once again. Okay, no doubts, no doubts. Yes sir. Okay बच्चा, thank you so much for you guys for listening patiently. Okay, and next time definitely we'll be taking more problems based on this topic. Okay, so till then what I request you guys is, while you go home now, घर पे you obviously, you have to revise. Okay, just revise it. जो भी पॉलिनोमियल के क्वेश्चंस है, सॉल्व्ड एग्जांपल्स को ज्यादा देखिए, सॉल्व्ड एग्जांपल से आपको बहुत कुछ समझ में आएगा. और कोई डाउट होगा तो नेक्स्ट टाइम जब फर्स्ट टाइम हम लोग का लेक्चर स्टार्ट होगा, आप पहले मुझे वो पूछिए डाउट्स एंड देन विल प्रोसीड. ठीक है, आज के लिए काफी है, इतना ही. सी यू इन द नेक्स्ट लेक्चर. डू टेक केयर ऑफ योर हेल्थ, स्टडी एंड हैव एम्पल अमाउंट ऑफ रेस्ट एंड फूड ऑन टाइम. चलिए, थैंक यू, बाय.